So in this video we are going to discuss about race around condition in JK flip-flop. So we know that this race around condition is occurring only in the JK flip-flop when it is operated in when this clock is operated at the positive level triggering. Okay, so if this is your clock means this represent the positive level triggering. Okay, so we know that for SR flip-flop for JK flip-flop what is the characteristic table, right? So this is Q01 and Q bar. So if suppose if the clock is like this, okay, if the clock is like this, okay, this is your clock, and we know that this is your time period, right? This is your time t, and this is your del t, okay, and this is called as a positive level triggering, right? This is called as positive level triggering, right? That is only when during this time only the JK flip-flop will accept the input and it will process the input to the output. Okay, so let me assume this condition, okay, where j and k is equal to 1. So suppose let me assume the q value is like this, okay, the q value is initially 1, okay, q value is equal to 1, okay, initially. Q value is 1, okay, q value is 1. So whenever it will reach that this is your clock, right, positive level triggering, so it will toggle, right? The q value will get inverse value, so it will goes to 0, right? It will goes to 0. During that time also j and k is equal to 1 and q value is now it is 0, okay. Again since the clock is active, that is at positive level triggering, again it is changing to 1, again it will change to, so it is changing from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0 and 0 to 1 and 1 to 0 till the you are having the positive level triggering value, okay, of the clock. Okay, so this condition is called as a race around condition. Okay, so I'll tell you how to avoid this this race around condition. So first one is using edge triggering, okay. So instead of level triggering, if I use edge triggering, so the clock is active only during this time period, okay, only this time period. So what happens to my q? So q is initially 1 and the clock is active till this one only, so it will goes to 0 and it will remain 0 for the entire duration. Only at the second time when the edge triggering occurs, it will again move to the 1 if the value of j and k is equal to 1. So by this way I can avoid the race around condition. And second one is by choosing the value of Tp which is less than del t. Okay, TP is nothing but the propagation delay. So what is propagation delay means? You know that if I give the input and the clock, it will process the values, the device will process the value and it will reach the output. So if the output is reaching after some times, that is called as delay. Okay, so if the suppose I am giving the input at 1 second means the output also it will reach at the output at 1 second. Okay, but instead of 1 second, if it is taking 2 or 3 seconds means the propagation delay is the difference between this one. Okay, so so this is your del t and the propagation delay. Suppose the del t values, let me assume it is del t values 0.5. Okay, del t value is 0.5 and the propagation delay is 0.3. Okay, so here what will happen, so initially it is 1, so now it is not changing to 0, it will change only after 0.3 second. Okay, so it will change up to 0.3 second to 0 value, and this will goes to this has to be goes to 1, but you can see the level triggering time period get over, because only at 0.6 second only it will again goes to 1, right? But during that time this level triggering, positive level triggering time is less than that one. Okay, so that if this condition is satisfied means you can avoid the race around condition. Next one is using the master and slave flip-flop. Okay, so consider this is your JK flip-flop, this is your 1 JK flip-flop. Okay, and this is another JK flip-flop. Okay, so one is operated at 1 clock value, that is positive level triggering, and this one is operated at the negative level triggering, and here I have taken the output from this one. Okay, so when this is act as a master, this act as a slave, because when you can see when the clock is positive, okay, this A flip-flop will be active, and the B flip-flop is if this is 1, this is 0, right? So if this is master, this is slave. Okay, in other case, during this time, okay, during this time this will act as a slave and this will act as a master. So consider we are giving for j value as 1 and k as 1. Okay, so if I are giving j and k value as 1, whatever the change, if it is 0 means initially it is q value is 0, I'm giving the input of j and k is 1 1. So during the positive half cycle, okay, during the positive level triggering the 0 will change to 1. Okay, but it will not reflect at the output. So this is your output, right? So this will not affect the output anymore, because the output remains in for B flip-flop QB values, QB is your output, and it will remains in 0 only. Okay, so by this way we can avoid the race condition.